the thing about your team is I think people have fallen in love with, the OKC mob and the way you guys after games surround each other during the post-game interview, barking, revving each other up. And you can see that this team really loves each other and that you guys are really all one. Is it as good as it seems? Is the chemistry amongst you guys something like you've never experienced before?
Everything I've been told is like, we're definitely unique in NBA. NBA teams aren't like this because it's like a hierarchy. You got the vet dudes with, max contracts under their belt, this ego and that ego, and then you got dudes on two ways who are trying to just make it in the league, and it's like it's hard for them to interact and really kind of have the same understanding on the same level. But like, we're also young, we're also fresh in the league, and on top of that, we got dudes who are so humble and bought in, and everybody's about each other. And when you have a locker room like that, it kind of permeates. And I feel like that's what we have, which is great. Credit to Sam for putting the right guys in the locker room too. That's not possible without the right guys. It doesn't just kind of happen without that. We also live in like a hater culture. I don't get it, but people call it corny when we support each other, which I don't get. And we don't really care. We're gonna keep doing it. So
I love it, man. And this, I'm not forcing this when I say this, but the last time I ever saw a team that gave off that feel where people rallied around them, where the fact that they were so young was what made them special, was guess what team?
2012 OKC.
OKC
yeah.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Is that team a presence in OKC? Does that shadow at all exist? Do you guys look at that era or don't look at that era?
I definitely feel like with the people who are old enough in the Thunder fan base to have been through that era and been fans of that era has stuck to them. They haven't like forgotten about it, which is hard to do because they did some great things. But like what we're doing now, what we're trying to do, I feel like is definitely bringing back like a nostalgic effect on that kind of group of the fan base where it's like, we missed this. This is what the Thunder really is about. So we're just trying to bring that back. There's a winning culture in the city, and they did it first. They kind of paved the way, set the standard, and we're trying to uphold that.
Is there somebody in your mind, I look at that time, James coming off the bench, then went on to be one of the most incredible scorers of any generation.
Yeah.
Is there a player in your team that you think in some ways has compromised for the team?
I don't think there's a single person on the team who is more about them than trying to win. Everybody's bought in. Obviously, everybody has a different role. Everybody has different skill sets, abilities. Credit to coach and the staff for kind of meshing them all together and trying to come up with like the perfect combination. I still don't think we're there. We still have so much to work on as individuals, as a team, and figure so many things out. And we still haven't run into all the challenges we need to run into to figure those things out. Teams are like just now starting to throw different looks at us, coverages, because, when you're not a good team, teams just throw the base coverage at you. It's like, this is what we do every night, and we're still good enough to beat you doing it. Once a team doesn't think they can beat you doing what they normally do, they're going to throw different things at you to try and throw you off your rhythm. And we're just now seeing all that stuff, and we're like trying to adjust and learn as a team, as a coaching staff. Like Mark's young, we got a young coaching staff too. We're all figuring this thing out, and I think the fact that we're all bought into doing it together is going to like help accelerate it for us.